1, mark.
Copy.
And abort command sent.
Copy.
And Houston, Atlantis for solar array. Looks like things are folding fairly nominally with the exception of those two short leader folds on the SCC strips on the right blanket box.
Thank you, JR.
And the other item of note is the leader panel with the spring is still on the outside or the active side of the tension bar at this point, just kind of waving back and forth on that side of it. It'll be a little difficult for us to get at it to cut it. Is the point.
Thanks, JR. We're looking at it.
Houston ISS, retract command sent on my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark.
Copy.
Airlock Houston on space to ground 2. We see you reaching the upper limit for oxygen, so we'd like you to doff the masks. You have reached your time.
And abort command set.
And Houston to airlock, that is complete.
Thank you, airlock. Copy, JR. ISS Houston for retract. We think we see some bunching. We're going to put another wiggle in work, so it'll be about 10 minutes if you concur.
And we concur.
That's in work.
ISS Houston for retract. We'd like you to take a good look at the left blanket box and look for inverted grommets.
It worked.
Okay, Houston, in the left blanket box, the inner guide wire there next to the mast, there's 3 or 4 grommets that are pointing down toward the box, if that's what you're asking about. And then there's one that points straight like it ought to, straight toward me, and then there's one right above it that's pointing down.
Thanks, BJ. We copy.
If you're thinking another wiggle test, that's probably a good idea. We didn't see it happen, but the last time when I called you about, the bottom one pointing down and the one above it pointing up and so forth, we didn't see it clear, but they would definitely clear the first motion of that wiggle test.
Understand, CJ. We're going to put one more wiggle in work.
Okay, we're standby.
This is Mission Control Houston with the view on the outside of the International Space Station, looking starboard down the truss structure with the space station robotic arm extended out to the left to assist with the 2B solar array wing retraction. The 2B array is the one on the left that extends out to the starboard side atop the station on the P6 truss. That wing has been retracted 7.5 of the 31.5 mast bays, the mast in the center, the structure that retracts or extends the entire solar array wing. The spacewalkers going through final steps before depressurizing the Quest airlock for the beginning of the spacewalk. This is Mission Control Houston with the view of spacewalkers Pat Forrester and Steve Swanson working on the 2B solar array wing that is on the top of the station, the P6 truss. Forrester working at the end of the space station robotic arm, Canadarm2, which is being operated by mission specialist Sonny Williams and pilot Lee Archambault. Swanson is working from the base of the solar array wing. This is a view from a video camera on Steve Swanson's spacesuit, looking out towards where Pat Forrester is working on the end of the space station robotic arm. Floating into view at the bottom of the screen is Swanson's tool, the hockey shape, so-called hockey stick tool because of its shape.
Houston, Atlanta, Sarah Ground 2 for the solar race.
Go ahead, CJ.
I tell you, 3 out of the 4 places where there was billowing of the rays as they weren't quite setting down in the box the right way have been fixed. And JR is going to say, after we cut that leader, Pat cut that leader, JR is going to send him all the way outboard on the right box to get the last one, which needs to be fixed out there where the SCC is not quite right.
Okay, and the station folks copy also.
That really worked good. Just having Swanee do that little bit with the hockey stick really did a lot of good.
Now this is the view to remember right here. Yeah, it's amazing, eh? Yeah, say again, Swanee. Just agreeing with Pat. Pretty nice view. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's priceless, isn't it?
Pat, you're about 3/4 of the way through the maneuver.
Okay, Bruce, thanks.
This is a view from the helmet cam on Pat Forster's spacesuit looking at Steve Swanson.
Motion, keeping it coming, Pat. And Swanee, Brew, can you verify we got good clearance off the top of Pat's head?
Let me change my position. Hold on.
And maybe we get the shuttle guys to verify that.
Yeah, we got a good 6 feet, Brew.
Thanks, Pat.
That's good motion. About 4 inches. Okay, that'll do it right there, I think, Brew.
The controls, Pat, you're in position, hold.
Okay, I just gave it a little tap. It's swinging back out. And JR, we talked about it. Let me ask the ground. Would they like for me to cut it on the Kapton portion or on the metal? We talked both ways. They've got their choice. And Megan, do you copy?
JR on the metal.
Okay, on the metal. Hey, good job, Pat. Nicely done, Pat.
Houston, Atlanta, Sarah Ground 2 on a solar array.
Go ahead, CJ.
The center guide wires clear the power cable.
Yeah, Megan, I don't know if you saw when Swanee did those other ones. It's just better to have Pat do this right now and get it all squared away, and we'll be ready to retract very soon here.
And CJ, that sounds like a good plan.
Good motion, Brew. We're going to go about 2 more feet. All right, Bonnie, I've got a good position now, so why don't you, if you want to just hold. Okay. I can just hold like this if you want to take it. Yeah.
Houston, Atlanta, Sarah Ground 2 for solar race.
Go ahead, CJ.
Megan, if it works out with the arm ops and we get Pat out there quick enough, we are going to be looking to get a go for a retract while it's still daylight here in this
I have it. I think Brew's still moving.
CJ, we concur with that plan.
Stop motion.
Motion is stopped.
My tether's on it. The bail's locked. Yours is coming off. I'm ready for mine. You ready? Here it comes. Thank you. Okay, Brew, we'll take that up motion now.
Coming back up, Pat. And Pat, as we get very near the top, we're going to be real slow because I noticed that our arm was unfolding quite a bit. We still had room to go a little higher, but we're going to start to reach our limit is how high we can get you.
Copy.
Up motion and work.
Good motion.
Copy, good motion.